Hello, my name is Andrew Wright. It's good to be speaking with you guys again this week. The topic for this week was about United States history course and looking in the database and finding some things that would align itself with teaching an American or United States history course. And one this is something that is was easier for me because I do currently teach U.S. We call it American Experience 1 and 2. I teach both those courses, um, and some of the it's difficult at times because you have to cut out so much. I believe from the book in order to um, make it work due to time constraints. And I don't want to use the term dumb it down because I think that's not accurate. But I think you have to generalize a lot of things when it comes to not just U.S. history, but history in general. When you're teaching survey classes, you have to make stuff very general because a lot of times you have to realize those are not advanced courses. Those are courses that are meant to indoctrinate these undergraduate students into the study of history and the concepts of history. And a lot of them have no idea how to take notes about what notes they need to take, about the writing style. Some of them haven't taken any writing classes yet as of yet, and so you might be their first. Um, you might give them an essay, a 5 page or a 7 page essay, and they've never written at the college level before, and so you are their first one they run into. So you have to remember that when you're picking out things to do for the students. The sources I use, the first one was called King Philip's War. Um, it was printed and sold by John Foster. Um, when you talk about the at least the United States, the first part of the United States history, you have to figure out, or you have to be okay with talking about war. You have to be okay with talking about conflict. You have to be okay with talking about um, England. You have to be okay with talking about England or Great Britain. You have to be okay with talking about slavery. You have to be okay with talking about how barbaric and unjust slavery was. Yes, we have racial problems in America, but um, today those racial problems, minus the stuff going on with the police, um, they pale in comparison to things that are going on then. So sometimes you have to talk about the wars and the good thing about that time when you talk about the early period is you had a lot of monarchs that were really um, famous when it comes to history, who did a lot of good things, and those monarchs are and King Philip was someone who I try to incorporate when I speak about that. Um, the second one uh, was by David Ramsey. It's called United States History and Revolution. Um, the Revolutionary War plays, especially if you're talking about U.S. History 1, it plays a significant part in it. I actually don't know how you can teach U.S. History 1 without the Revolutionary War, without talking about it. It's important because that led to our country coming to a situation where we were free from Britain. We were free from not just them militarily, but politically and religiously. I think sometimes that gets lost when we talk about the war. You don't think people think about is the battles, and yes, the battles were important. Absolutely. Being a military historian, I never neglect the military side of history, but you have to remember what was more important than the battles was what the battles brought, what the battles ended, what new ideas did the battles bring. The last one by William Gordon, it was called United States History Revolution. This one was another one that talked about the Revolutionary War. The thing about this database is that I try to stay away from when it comes to, even in this course, when it comes to things in that, because a lot of things in the database um, they want to center around certain topics, and I try to make it you cannot just talk about a particular topic. You cannot just flood students with a particular topic. You have to give them a good mixture of different topics. That is war, politics, culture, religion. You can't just pick one of those and bash students in the U.S. history course over the head with them. You have to give different ideas and talk about different things, because if you do that, you're going to give the students the idea that this institution is only about one thing, or I'm not learning about the overall overarching view, overarching concepts of history. I'm just talking about one thing, and that's not fair to the students. But I look forward to hearing what you guys thought of this and some of your own topics.